We're going to take a look at triangle midsegments here. And in looking at triangle midsegments, what I want to do is I want to find the middle of each one of these segments. So to start out, I just simply traced my original triangle underneath to make life easy. So if I fold this segment in half onto itself, I can find its middle. And I can mark the middle nice and easy and fast. Now, doing this with patty paper, if you're working on a computer, such as the way they do with the Common Core testing, or here in Florida, our Florida Standards Assessment, which is practically like the same thing. But if you're doing that, then what I suggest my students to do is to put a piece of paper up onto the screen. And when the paper's on the screen, what that's going to do for them is it's going to let them trace the triangle on the piece of white paper. And then they will be able to, at that point, transfer it so that they've got something to work on. So here I've got all three mid-segments marked. So if I connect my mid-segments, there's some neat stuff that gets figured out with all of this. What I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to wind up labeling my triangles so that we can talk about them in a little more coherent way. So the large triangle is A, B, C, and the smaller triangle is X, Y, and Z. So some of the neat stuff we get is that this line is parallel to this line. In fact, this line is parallel to this line, and this line is parallel to this line. Something else neat that happens about it as we do this is Z to X is half the distance of A to B. So we can say ZX is equal to 1/2 AB, and these relationships will carry over. You could also say that ZX is equal to AY, which is equal to BY. So this is very helpful as a way to break down triangles and see the large triangle for its smaller parts. And this is the triangle midsegment theorem, just broken down as a construction. It just says that the segment joining the midsegments of two sides of the triangle are parallel to the third side of the triangle, and its length is half the length of the side.
Remember, math rocks with a capital M.